What up, people? Let's get right into this article. Chris, take it away, my man.
All right, so we have surprising new developments. As you see in this title, new Fed bank backstop has scope to inject as much as $2 trillion. Basically, this is old news though. This came out pretty recently, but this just is the repo. And what's the repo? If we take a look at the chart of the repo, this is the repo. They've been raising this repo. It's basically the Federal Reserve's own piggy bank that they started back in March 31st of 2021. So this is basically 2 years old. This, if they wanted to, they could dump all these securities and make the market rally into insane levels. But this is their last, uh, you know, basically bastion of hope that they have to save these markets. I think they're gonna be wise with this money because it's their ace in the hole. It's literally the last step before everything collapses. So I think they're gonna be smart about this. I think they're gonna prop the markets with this money if they intend to use this money because they have been using it, but they've been just seesawing it basically the whole of 2022. And every time this rises significantly, we tend to see downturns or a correction, a small little correction on the markets. So it's a thing to be aware of. Where they post it, if you take a look on where they post it on the next tab, this is where they post it. This is the changes. This information comes out at 1:15 EST, 10:15 PST if you're a Californian like me. What does this mean for the charts? So let's go to the charts for today. And the charts basically we're at a pivotal point back at 390. If we take a look at the 1 minute, because the 3 minutes kind of loud. Um, sorry, the daily.
Oh, the one day I was like, this gets louder.
Yeah. We're right, we're right at that support. We're right at that support again. We have to hold this, in my opinion, in order for any bullish momentum to come into the market and to money, so money can pour in for more bullish moves. But as of right now, coming into Monday, we don't look as strong. We still have around 2 hours in the market, but if we can hold and maintain this level, I think it's gonna look good for Monday. But if any new developments come into Monday, if we see more volatility in the bank sector, then I don't think this will bid well for Monday. And we have the Fed rate decision on, I believe, Wednesday, March 22nd, and that's gonna be really really key to everything, to the whole piece of the pie, because we have people saying all kinds of messages and all kinds of noise is being thrown at this, or we're gonna cut, we're gonna raise, we're gonna pause. In my opinion, I'm leaning more towards either we're gonna raise. Second best option is we'll pause. If we pause, I think that's gonna be the best thing for this market. I think we'll sustain these levels and possibly rise into possibly new highs if we can hold this. But we also have to look far into June. That's basically 3 months away, and the debt limit. But that's a problem for the future. They like the can kick, so that's it for the SPY. That's where the levels I'm seeing. Basically, and that's it. Yeah, that's it for the SPY. Michael, do you want to talk about
Yeah,
China
honestly,
and this?
I'll take over, but with China, they've been doing some stuff. As we know, maybe they finally cut on those hot air balloons and they're putting their money into something better, because we're seeing some green. It's not really, we're still down from that all-time high, but like we said, or as Chris said, they're back open since they closed for COVID. Think they opened up their economy like a month ago. I mean, probably right here, because this is where we see this giant ass rally. So frankly, everyone's talking about China. Everyone's saying China's going to the moon. I mean, there was a time where every fucking thing you eat or breathed was made in China. So I'm not really too surprised about this. Um, Looking at ExxonMobil, it looks like this oil crisis, like I said, I think 2 videos ago, it looks like it's finally over temporarily, at least, because as you know, Biden just opened up the floodgates on all our oil supply and just shit that stuff out into the economy. So, ExxonMobil is going to be slowing down. Your gas prices maybe decreasing ever so slightly. Finally, I know that in my old hometown, there was still a Shell station, selling $4 for the gallon. So maybe they're still trying to cuck us, but I think for the time being, you're gonna see gas get a lot better, and maybe it's time to look for some puts for ExxonMobil, which is crazy to think because they've been just killing it this entire year. Obviously, they've been profiting off the war. Who doesn't love that? Um, Moving on to our powerhouses, blah, 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 blah. Pretty boring. Nothing really interesting. We don't really see much news. Now, Google's actually had a quite a bit of a rally. They've taken it like a little bit low key. I mean, seeing 1%, 2% is pretty awesome, but they're not necessarily like huge numbers. So they're really been like secretly climbing up the ladder over here. I have no idea what the hell is going on. Elon must be cooking. Some days he be not cooking. Maybe he's working at the homeless shelter, giving out all that free food. Who knows? Fucking, it's stabilizing right now. So we'll see what the hell Tesla's going to be doing. Like I said, I'm pretty scared about this gap right here. Because, when Elon Musk made a deal with the devil, back in January to make his stock fucking go to the moon, I'm wondering what he gave up in return. And I feel like, the devil might be pulling it back down for this crazy gap that we saw here. Because, gaps in the daily are the ones that you really see, come back. It's like an investment in that. Moving on to crypto. Crypto's been doing fine. I mean, Coinbase applied with the I think SEC, my apologies, to have their coins as a security. I think so. I think in anticipation of that lawsuit with the government, they figured it'd just be better to capitulate. So we see a lot of green in the crypto right now. Honestly, I've been quite disappointed with my Ethereum Classic, my child, my baby, because I've been seeing a lot of green in Bitcoin and a lot of green in Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic actually hasn't really been replicating that. It's kind of interesting. It's one of the rare occasions where they don't run side by side. As you know, I preach Ethereum Classic because it's significantly cheaper, as you know, so you can buy more of it. And since you own more shares, your shares go up more because, having 1,500 in Ethereum, that's one share, it goes up 5%. That's just 5% of 1,500. But if you have, 150 on Ethereum Classic and you got 10 shares of those, you're actually getting 50% from that 5% raise. So I'm all about Ethereum Classic, but I have to admit, I am pretty disappointed with it today. Chris, you have any closing thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, so for meme stocks, I did say way back in 2 videos ago, and if we take a look at meme stocks real quick,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
right now we're at a very key level of support. It seems like either if Monday we don't feel that gap to the downside, I'm looking for a bounce potentially to the upside. I do think this still is in play, but the short settlement is closed as of today. So I mean, for shorts covering, we're gonna have to either see a lot of green these coming weeks for indexes for this thing to really wake up and start pumping. But I will still keep this on my watch list. I will highly recommend to keep this on your watch list. Right now, if we don't enter a period of consolidation like we did back in uh, early 2023, I do think it is likely that we'll enter, a period of consolidation. But you know, um, these pumps do go crazy, and you do see a lot of gains, like thousands of percentages when this thing pops off. So I would I would advise to either wait until we can hold support at these levels, and then possibly buy calls out into either April or May. I think that's your best case scenario. As far as right now, I mean, we could see some green, but we just need to see a lot of upside on the indexes. That's what I think will pull up this stock, primarily AMC, and any other meme stocks right now like BBY. If we take a look over at BBY, what's BBY doing?
Oh, it's dying,
Um,
bro. It's fucking dying. Oh, actually, no. It looks like it's finally found some support. Actually, isn't that a pleasant surprise?
yeah. So if you have shares of BBY, I would recommend either selling calls. Just be aware if we do see a lot of green on indexes. I think this will start to wake up a bit. But if you do want to, you could either sell calls or sell puts, and you can just collect premium. And eventually, I would start scaling out of this stock in the future, just because if we break that $1, it has dangers of being delisted. So yeah, I'd be very watchful in even buying shares of BBY at this moment. But yeah, I mean BBY is literally hanging on the coat hanger, and it's being let out to dry. So it just doesn't seem good for the outlook of BBY at this moment. Uh, and that's pretty much it. That's my take for today, and basically next week's market. Yeah.
All right, people. Thank you for fucking watching. Stay frosty out there in the markets. You have no idea what the hell's going to happen. We're in a volatile time. As you know, the VIX is above $20. And when it's above $20, shit should be in your pants. Thanks for watching and take care.